By clicking on Loop, you will be able to add loop devices. Devices are added on each loop separately. If you click on the given loop, and then Properties and Distribution, you will see the default loop settings defined in Settings. Here, at any time, you can change all the settings, but note that these changes may affect all calculations. By clicking on Properties, and then Basic Calculation or Advanced Calculation, you will be able to select how the calculations will be performed, and how the loop devices will be added. For Basic Calculation, devices can be added by clicking on Add Devices. A new window will appear with the loop devices, in this case the 2000 series, but this will vary depending on the sales channel, selected in the Settings Site menu, and Protocol, selected in the Site Panel Properties Protocol menu. Devices can be sorted by type, all are selected by default, or searched by product code or description. It is not necessary to enter a full description of the device or its product code, part of it should be enough. Some of the devices, for example, in the case of the 2000 series, beam detectors or short circuit isolators, are available as special devices. Once a device has been selected, a picture of the device will be displayed, along with the quiescent and alarm current. For some devices, such as the VAD, additional options may be available. Remember, when adding detectors, to also add the correct number of bases. In Basic Calculation, the number of detectors and bases is not verified. Once the required amount has been entered, the device will automatically be added to the device list. If you select a different device, and return to the previous device again, the current number of devices added is displayed, allowing you to easily correct the number of devices selected. If you click on an image of a device, it will be displayed in a new window, together with a link to the data sheet for that device. If you want to add your own device, or one that for some reason is not available in the list, click on Custom Device. A new device configuration window will appear. In this window you will be able to edit a previously defined custom device, or add a new one. In the case of a new device, specify device group, the name of a device, or group of devices with the same electrical parameters. From a software point of view, it does not make sense to create several devices that differ, for example, only in color, like manual call point. In this case, it is sufficient to create a device group instead of multiple devices. Once created, the new custom device will be visible in the device list, under the name given in the device group field. Device type, select one from the available in the list. Number of addresses, the number of addresses occupied by a given device on the loop. Maximum per loop, the maximum number of devices per loop. This is usually a limitation of the communication protocol. In the case of the 2000 series it is 128 devices per loop. Quiescent and alarm current. Minimum voltage, the minimum operating voltage of a device on the loop. If, when adding devices on the loop, the calculation results in a voltage drop on the loop lower than the minimum voltage for the device, this will be reported as a fault. In addition, the isolator should be ticked if the device is an isolator. Device list is a list of previously created custom devices and is not available when creating a new device. It is only available when editing custom devices. Finally, click OK if you want to add the given device, or cancel if you decide not to add it. The delete button is only active when editing an existing device, and allows you to delete the given device. After adding a custom device, and selecting the custom devices type from the list, it will appear in the device list. Here you will only see the quiescent and alarm current of the device, and you will be able to add it to the loop, like any other device. By clicking on the three dots in this window, the given device can be edited, or deleted by clicking on the X. Clicking on the three dots will open the device editing window, where you can edit all its parameters. Once you have added devices to the loop, you can close the window. All added devices will appear in the device list. The devices in the list are grouped by device group. This means that quiescent and alarm current are given for the entire device group, and not for an individual device. Additional information appears in the comments column. The user can edit the number of devices here, by double-clicking on it. From the device list, a device group can be edited or deleted. In addition, it is possible to delete all devices from the list. Below you can find the total quiescent and alarm current in milliamps and the loop load in percentage. In addition, the quiescent and alarm currents for all loops are also summed. If any errors occur when adding devices, this will be reported immediately. Details of the particular error can be checked in the action items, or in the list below, which is indicated by a red mark and a corresponding comment. At the very bottom, the total quiescent and alarm current of the panel is given. By clicking on Outputs, you can specify the quiescent and alarm current in milliamps for the supervised outputs of the control panel in the loop modules, as well as fire, fault and auxiliary outputs. The permissible current values for the individual outputs are given in the maximum value column in milliamps. The total currents for all outputs, both quiescent and alarm, are given below. The panel quiescent and alarm current in milliamps is given at the very bottom.